everyone, this sweater looks so cute on him. What do you guys think? So I've been trying on new outfits in my closet, and this is what I got. This looks so cute. It has white sleeves. I'm not talking about my outfit. Let's talk about the read aloud. So let's get these out. So these are my memory journals. There's a lot of stuff in these. These are my important stuff. So we got our beautiful, if you're wondering why I'm going like this, I'm pretty sure you guys can see the pictures, because that would be embarrassing if I'm just going, so you guys, this is the nursery collection. That would be embarrassing, so I have to make sure that you guys can see it. And we also finished our one book. Oh yeah, Technology's Impact. So we're doing another one. Characters at Crossroads. So this sounds exciting. And then we also finished our Dad Whippy Kid a while back. Monday, the third wheel, and our Pikachu book. So let's read this first. Let's make this chair a little bit. Okay. My desk is messy at the moment, but Pokemon! Okay, read. Here, you know what? I'm gonna put this stuff on the floor so I have space. Okay, let's get started. Pokemon! I said that like 3 times. So last time we read about Pikachu, the famous Pikachu, Monday. Now we're gonna learn about Sandshrews upgrades. Sandshrew, mouse Pokemon. And I also found out that it says Raichu and Pikachu are mouse Pokemon. Whoever knew they were a mouse? Type, ground. When Sandshrew rolls up in a ball, it's tough to hide. Its tough hide keeps it safe. Like, he's kind of like a roly-poly. You know what? You guys know what I mean? Or known as a pill bug. They roll up. They're not protected. Like, they can still get squashed, but I love them. I save them every time they, like, come into the house, so. Phil, roly-poly lives matter. It lives in the desert and sleeps in a burrow under the sand. So this is what Sandshrew's first upgrade looks like. He kind of does look like a roly-poly without the tail and yellow skin. How to say it? Sandshrew. Sandshrew. Emertal height 200, metric height 0.6 meters, emertal weight 66.5 limbs, metric weight 12.0 kilograms. Possible moves: scratch, defense, curl, sand attack, poison sting, rollout, rapid spin, swift, furry, cutter, magnitude, furry swipe, sand top, slash, dig, gyro ball, swords dance, a dance, sandstorm, and earthquake. You can make a whole earthquake? Jesus. Sand slash. Type, no, mouse Pokemon. Type, ground. Sections of hardened hide from the spikes that cover sand slash body. The spikes protect it in battle and can be also used as a weapon. How to say it? Sand slash. Emertal height 303. Height 1.0 meters. Myrtle weight 65.0 limbs. Metric weight 29.5. I almost said 99. 29.5 kilograms. Possible moves: scratch, defense, curl, sand attack, poison sting, rollout, rapid spring, swift, furry cutter, magnitude, furry swipes, crush, claw, sand 2, slash, dig, dryo ball, swords dance, sandstorm, and earthquake. So these are the sandstorm's upgrades. He only has 2. But the next time, when we read on Monday, we're going to read about Nidorans. So that was our Pokemon book. for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now let's read our nursery collection. Alright, so last time when we read, we didn't read last Monday. I accidentally forgot last Monday, so last Monday, it's been a while because I accidentally forgot about it. I was going to do it, then I had all this other stuff to do. So the one thing we read was One Man Went to Mow. It was a 2-story, it was 2 pages. So you guys can go check that out. Now we're going to read about little activity ones. I'm a little teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Yeah, that's my singing voice. I'm a little teapot. So we have some activities to do. So the first one is short. You can go like this. And strout. Handle like this. Spout. Steamed up. Shout. Tip. Pour. So that, here, you guys can pause this and look at it. You can maybe do it with your siblings. You can do the little I'm a teapot dance. Now, hokey pokey. You put your left. Wait. For you guys, let's see here. This would be, okay, let's do this. You put your left arm in, you put your left, wait. Okay, I'm just going to sing it because I suck at the movements. You put your left arm in, you put your left arm out, you put your left arm in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn around, and that's what it's all about. So the rhyme continues with right arm, so it'd be right arm. So rhyme continues with right arm, left leg, finishing the whole self. So left arm in, you put left arm out. So here, I'm not really good at these, but here, you guys can pause this and you could do it with your siblings. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, it's a story next. When we read Monday or maybe Friday, we're going to read about Floppy Bear. So you guys, that was a pretty interesting because it made you like interact with it. So that was our nursery collection. Let's get reading our That Would Be Kids third wheel. So when we read Monday, we read about Greg's kindergarten and the old days of Gregory. Let's just say that. So today's Monday in the world, which is it's fortunately not. It's Friday. Monday. I'm pretty sure Mom decided that whatever she tried with me when I was little didn't work out because she's taking a totally different approach with Manny. For starters, Mom pretty much lets Manny watch whatever he wants on TV. So he keeps it on this show called the Snurples, 24 hours a day. Bloop, boop, blop, pop, boop, blop, yup. So Greg's just like looking at this show like, what did I get myself into? I tried not to watch the Snurples a few times, but I had no idea what's going on. The Snurples have their own language that I guess only 3-year-olds can understand. Blinky bork, york. So these are what they look like. They're kind of cute actually. After Manny watches the show, he gets frustrated when no one in our family can understand him. Slinky slot. So he's trying to like speak with his family, but no one can understand him because they don't watch the show. But the other day, Mom read an article in the newspaper that said watching the Snurples can actually set kids back about a year with their language development and messes up their social skills too. Well, that explains a lot. Manny doesn't have any real friends, and whenever Mom holds a playgroup at our house, Manny is the only one who doesn't interrupt with the other kids. So she does like these little preschool things. You can see Manny hiding behind his back. This kid's literally knocking over a leg. I I think part of the issue is that Manny doesn't like to share his toys. So when the kids come over, Manny locks himself inside our old dog Sweetie's exercise pen and keeps all the toys to himself. So these little kids are trying to play with him, but he doesn't like to share his toys. You can see him inside there. And whenever Mom tries to get Manny to play with the other kids on his own, it backfires. At our church, I know I say that wrong, they have this new thing where they send all the little kids down to the basement during the service so they can play in color. But the first time Mom dropped Manny off downstairs, there was only one other kid in the play area, and he told Manny he was a vampire. Yes! So this is literally scaring Manny, which is not cool. Come on. I feel a little bad for Manny because I had to deal with a scary kid when I was this age too. I was stuck in preschool with this boy named Bradley who terrorized me every chance he got. So he's trying to hang up his coat, and this guy is just sitting in here. Wait, kind of know what this reminds me of? It's that little kid, where no something, I don't know, but he looks so familiar. I don't know. I told Mom about Bradley every day when I came home and said that I didn't want to go to school anymore. But that summer, Bradley and his family moved away, so the problem took care of itself. After Bradley moved away, Mom wrote a story called Bad Bradley, about a kid who always misbehaves. Bradley was a bad kid in real life, but in Mom's version, he was pretty much the devil. Do not bite the teacher, Bradley. Biting the teacher is not allowed. So you should be going to the principal. You shouldn't just be saying that. Jesus. I think Mom was actually going to try to get her story published, but Bradley and his family moved back to her neighborhood the next spring, so she had to scrap it. You remember Bradley, don't you? So Bradley moved back. Like, what's the point? Even though Mom never got her Bad Bradley story published, she used it to teach Manny about how you're supposed to behave in preschool. And I think that's one of the reasons Manny is so afraid of the other kids at the school. Don't poke your thumb in the child's eye, Bradley. So this is not going to be good. Because he's going to think that other kids at the school are going to poke his eye. That's not cool. Manny may not have any real friends, but he has a bunch of imaginary ones too. I've kind of lost count of them all. But the names I can remember are Joey, Petey, Daniel, Charles, Tribble, the other Charles Tribble, Tiny Jim, and Shawnee Cheddar. I don't know how many came up with all these fake friends, but believe me, to them, they're real. One time, Manny took all of his imaginary friends to the grocery store and had a total meltdown when Mom supposedly left Charles Tribble behind in the frozen foods aisle. So they just got home, and she's bringing in groceries, which you should help with your parents, because that's a tough job to do. Sometimes I wonder if Manny made up his imaginary friends so he could get stuff like extra dessert after dinner, and one more cookie for Danny. Mom says if we tell Manny his so-called friends aren't real, he could be traumatized, so we just have to go along with it. I just hope he grows out of this soon because it's kind of getting ridiculous. Sometimes I have to wait until all of Manny's imaginary friends are done using the bathroom before I can get in. Hurry up in there! So he's knocking because he really has to go pee. Lately, Manny has been blaming things he does on his imaginary friends. The other day, he smashed a plate on the floor and then told Mom it was Johnny Cheddar, who seems to be the troublemaker of the pack. So he broke a plate down there, and Mom's like, oh, she's so confused. Instead of punishing Manny for breaking a plate and then lying about it, Mom gave a timeout to Johnny Cheddar. What really stinks is the timeout chair is the brand new recliner in the family room, so I couldn't sit in it to watch television. Yeah, because if he sat on it, he would crush Johnny Cheddar. Like I said, I know this whole imaginary friend thing is a bunch of baloney, but Manny acts so serious about it, which is kind of spooky. Whenever I go to sit down somewhere, I make sure none of Manny's friends are around. Last thing I need to do is pop down on the sofa to watch TV and squish Tiny Jim. So he's like feeling the cushions, which they're imaginary, so you couldn't feel them, but it's not like I'm watching a lot of television these days anyway. Mom is pretty worried about Manny and his social skills, so she doesn't like the TV to be on when Manny's around. Recently, Mom came up with this idea called Family Night, where we play a board game or go out to dinner instead of watching TV. I guess the idea is to get us to interact with one another so it rubs off on Manny. When we go out to dinner, we usually end up at this place called Corny's. family-style restaurant. They have a rule at Corny's that you're not allowed to wear a tie, and the first time we went there, Dad found out that the hard way. You don't look like you're having fun. And literally snaps off his tie. That could be really expensive tie. There are a few different seating sections at Corny's, but since we always have Manny with us, they put us in they put our family in the section called the children's alley. Oh, these poor people are just trying to eat, and all these kids are just having a great time, I guess. In the children's alley, I don't think they even bother cleaning up when one family leaves and a new one comes in. So when you get to your table, there's only crumpled up napkins on the floor, half-eaten French fries on the seats. The first time I went to Corny's, I didn't check my seat and ended up sitting on an open-faced peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So he sat on a peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter jelly sandwich. Look. Another thing I hate about Children's Alley is that you're right next to the bathrooms, and the doors are always swinging open so you can see in there when you're trying to eat. Also, the service is terrible at Corny's, so we just get the buffet and serve ourselves. The food is in these meal trays, and there's always stuff from the one tray mixed in the other. So you can see, this is a buffet, but it's all dirty and stuff. At the dessert bar, they have an ice cream dispenser where you can make your own sundae. I know that sounds great, but there's a reason most restaurants don't let customers operate the soft serve machine. So these guys are just chugging it down. That would be the paradise I would like, just chugging down ice cream anytime. One of the reasons Mom likes to go to Corny's is they have a ball pit, and she's hoping Manny would learn to play with the other kids. So she just plops down in there. This thing, what if it's like really deep? But Manny usually just buries himself in a pile of balls to hide from the other kids and then waits it out until it's time to go home. See, this is what I mean. Like, he just hides. Like, that's not good. Last Thursday, we went to Corny's, and Mom actually made Manny go into the plastic tube so he couldn't hide in the ball pit. Manny got freaked out up there. He was too scared to come down on his own. These things are so good, but, like, have you ever heard of fart dust is in there? Jesus. So Mom told me I had to go up there and get him since I was the only one in the family who's small enough to crawl in the tubes. I tried climbing up through the area Manny had used to get to the tubes, but it was too tight of a squeeze and I had to bail out. So these do look fun, but they look very dangerous though. That meant the only way I could get to Manny was to climb up the spiral plastic slide to empty it into the ball pit. I'm not a fan of the dark and closed spaces to begin with, so I wasn't looking forward to climbing up that thing. I yelled into the bottom to make sure the coast was clear, but the kids ignored me and came sliding down anyways. So he's trying to climb up that thing, and that thing looks way too hard to climb. Once I made it past the traffic jam and got all the way to the top, I started crawling around through the maze of tubes trying to find Manny, but there was no ventilation up there, and it reeked of dirty stock. See, this is what I mean. It smells bad in these tubes, but they are fun, though. I realized I was the wrong person to go looking for Manny, though, because I've always been bad at mazes. This fall, me and Mom went to the corn maze at Rhino's farm, and Mom was counting on me to find the way out. But I got so lost that Mom had to call 911 for someone to come and rescue us. So those corn mazes are really hard. That's the point. This time, I didn't have Mom's cell phone to bail me out, and when some kid threw up at one end of the tunnel, all the other kids came rushing my way to get to the slide. So these kids are like literally climbing over him because one kid threw up on the other side. Eventually I found Manny in one of the tunnels, but by then I was ready to crack up. So one of the waiters had to climb up and rescue Manny and me. So this is so embarrassing, like a big kid scared. The worst part of the whole experience that I had to throw out one of my favorite pair of jeans because I couldn't get rid of the smell of feet, even after washing them with bleach 3 times. Oh, that sucks. Your favorite pair of jeans. Ugh. So that was, this is the Pokemon. This is the bookmark I'm using. It's a Pokemon card. Yeah, so that was very, very long, but very funny at the same time. Let's just hope that later in the episode, in the book, May learns how to interact with kids. Alright, so we're going to read our last story, our grand finale, Characters at Crossroads. people inspire us and change us. So this is another book. This is one of my school books, so let's look at here. Okay, so we got one story called In Hiding. An excerpt from The Diary of Anne Frank, a play. So if you guys know that play, let me know in the comments. If the comments are turned on. In spirit of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. This was by Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl. So this is the picture that's on here. So we're going to learn about her. Anne Frank, 1929 through 1945. She did not live that long. Anne Frank was a young Jewish girl living in Germany when Adolf Hitler's Nazi Party came to power in 1933. Under Hitler's, Jewish people were the target of discrimination, and eventually, as a result, Anne Frank and her family immigrated to the Netherlands, where they could be safe. However, during World War II, I've actually looked that up, and that was one of the most dangerous wars, because a lot of people died in that one, so Germany invaded the Netherlands. In July 1942, Anne's family went into hiding in a secret annex of an old office building where her father, Frank, had worked. For 2 years, the family, along with the other Jewish man and a family of 3, was cut off from the outside world. In her diary, Anne recorded her thoughts, feelings, and emotions during that time. In 1944, an informant betrayed the Frank family and the others in hiding, and they were discovered by the German secret police. They were sent to camps where Anne, her sister Margot, and her mother died. Anne's father survived. Later, he found Anne's diary and decided to publish it as a testament to her strength in her life, which was tragically cut short. So that was In Hiding. This was a hard passage to read, so let's just hope this is easy. In this, from Act 1, Scene 2 of the dramatic adaptation of Anne Frank's diary, we hear Anne's voice through a monologue. Meep and Mr. Crawler are 2 of Otto Frank's business associates who helped hide and protect Frank's family and the others in hiding. So this is Anne's voice. This is her diary, I guess. I expect I should be describing what it feels like to go in hiding and in a small pool of light. But I really don't know yet myself. Light fades out. Anne's voice is full. I only know it's funny never to be able to go outdoors, never to breathe fresh air, never to run and shout and jump. It's the silence in the night that frightens me most. Every time I hear a creak in the house or a step on the street outside, I'm sure they're coming for us. The days aren't so bad. At least we know that Meep and Mr. Crawler are down there below us in the office. Our protectors, we call them. I asked Father what would happen to them if the Nazis found out they were hiding us. Pim said that they would suffer the same fate that we would. Imagine, they know this, and yet when they come up here, they're always cheerful, as if there were nothing in the world to bother them. Friday, the 21st of August, 1942. Lights began a slow fade up. Voices began slow fade out. Today I'm going to tell you our general news. Lights dim. Mother is unbearable. She insists on treating me like a baby, which I loathe. Voice fades out. Lights are 3/4 full rising. Otherwise, things are going better. The weather is... Interior photo of the secret passage leading to the secret annex. In the house where Anne Frank and her family hid during World War II. So we have a cool picture right here. So the next time we read, we're going to read about Jason's Challenge. The excerpt from the Golden Fleece and the heroes who lived before the allies. So this is actually a story. It will be hard to read because it's... Jason is a figure in Greek mythology. And that's what I'm going to say. I can't say it for some reason. So, that will be the next time we read. I need a bookmark, though. I don't have any bookmarks at the moment. I'm going to use this random note. Okay. So that was our read aloud today. Make sure to subscribe. I don't know what day it is. See you later.